Hello, gorgeous. Here are the luxuries of losing everything. Recently, I lost everything. Essentially, I consciously forfeited a lot of grand life goals that people dream of on paper. On paper is the key phrase. I gave up having a wonderful man for a husband because it wasn't working out, owning land and a house with tons of animals on our farm, a business, a place in the city, designer everything, and nice cars. Literally, all those things were left behind. It was upsetting at first, but now it's insanely liberating. When the LA fires came, I knew I could walk away from the little I had left. Everything I needed was in my backpack. I'm not here to say, run away from your life, get divorced, not at all. I do believe in owning property that's high quality, having the finer things, and especially finding an incredible person with whom to share it all. However, when I do look back, there were so many caveats people did not warn me of. The taxes, the surprise maintenances of the house, spending 20K on this and 20K on that and 20K on there, the $600 a month gas bill on my car that did not include the payment, where before I owned a car outright that was decent. I felt like a slave to have these nice things. The strained relationship from the amalgamation of these stressing details is what nobody will dare speak of. I could afford it, but thought this is a lot. At what cost? Why am I doing this to myself? Being free of stress and made up problems are one of the most luxurious sensations I've ever felt. I had nice things to begin with, but I was never prepared for the unforeseen costs on your being it has, on your mind, your body, your peace, your composition. For example, if it did not rain, you could not sleep. It would be hundreds of thousands of dollars to water every acre to make sure your animals are fed, and every single animal is special. Everything we grow, every crop is a life. Coming back to Los Angeles to start over, I was using a loved one's car. This was an old jalopy that had not been used or maintained probably in months or perhaps a year. It was covered in dirt, this 2008 Toyota Corolla. The inside had nothing that worked. The lights didn't work. The inside had nothing that worked except the new radio with an auxiliary cord. And I actually found this refreshing because Bluetooth takes 15 minutes to set up if it's not your car. I plug it in and it works instantly. This was definitely a luxury. On top of that, I was invisible. Another luxury. If you've ever experienced the power of being invisible in Los Angeles, it is a gift. People are constantly trying to be visible in the city. They want someone to recognize them or their bag or their car. It's a very image-based culture, which is human, I don't mind. But I remember anytime I had a nicer car, people would look at me, whether it was with positive or negative attention. Now I go to the bank or grocery store without addicts chasing me. That's happened to me on multiple occasions, including in areas that were once safer parts of the city. I feel safer being invisible and can live my life peacefully day to day. I'm not worried about scratching my car or parking in a popular neighborhood where there is more concentration, so there's a higher likelihood of crime. One day I will have another nice car, but that's when I have a home with a yard and my own garage, but I want someone else, like a husband, to drive me in it. And specifically for dinner dates, I cook all day, then we go out a few nights a week. That's one of my dreams. It's a really small thing. My clothes have been easier to maintain whilst still looking sharp and without taking a long time to dress up. I love to dress up, that will never change, but now I zero in on my limited options. The less I have, the more creative I get. And further, it's more guaranteed that I am to look flattered and polished because I already know what looks good on me. Since I stick to certain silhouettes, I'm going to ace every outfit each time, and everything I own is a good quality. Even my casual ensembles look dress up. Time, another luxury. When you dress appropriately and polished in detail, people treat you well when they do make your countenance. Even though you might seem invisible, they take a closer look at you, say at the post office, and notice your shirt is really well made, along with your kind attitude. They respect you a bit more. I've seen it with my own eyes countless times. Respect, another luxury. My diet has even been better than before by simplifying my lifestyle. I'm not saying this works for everyone, but I hate using 1,000 ingredients when cooking. I love the pure taste of whole food. I love walking on a farm, picking up a bell pepper, washing it with a hose, and taking a bite. I do this with my tomatoes at home a lot. People always say, add garlic, pepper, onions, spices to bring out the flavor, otherwise it's boring. I think, no, this is already special. Appreciate it for what it is. If I want to appreciate it for what it is, if I want to explore complex tastes, I'll make reservations at a fabulous restaurant. In contrast, my day-to-day is simple, and it's been feeding me so much more. This way, I can also savor those moments when I discover distinct dishes. Good health, another luxury. I'm slowly rebuilding, and it's easier now more than ever because I consolidated my skills over time. Now I know exactly what to focus on. This way I can apply energy to the important things. It helps me get things done much more efficiently and effectively. Purpose, another luxury. When I was packing my suitcases for LA, I thought, what are all the nicest things I use the heck out of day to day? Taking inventory, I have a decent handful of nice things, but even now that I have downsized, I still only use a small percentage of them. My lifestyle has changed drastically, and so has my point of view. It's to the point that my girlfriend suggested renting gowns for events because I use them for one occasion in this ephemeral metropolis. At one point in my life, one of my goals was to purchase real estate solely to store clothes I do not use, which is ridiculous. It doesn't bother me if others do this, especially if they love the memories or have inherited things that mean a lot. But to me, if I buy something new and do not use it, it weighs on my mind and I feel guilty not using it. That's just me. Peace of mind, another luxury. A grievous weight has been lifted. It makes me more focused on the things I cherished. I replaced that brain space with good relationships. I exchanged the budget for material things for experiences with people I love. The mindset shift is monumental, especially when I thought $348 on an outfit was affordable versus taking a girlfriend for brunch at $150. That sweater will eventually wear out and get eaten by moths. That friends will be there for a lifetime. I'm lucky to say all the friends I know have been around for a long time. There was a study that once a friendship is past 7 years, they usually last a lifetime. Good people, another luxury. Balance the give and take of the things you think you want in life. It's okay to have something nice and realize you don't use or need it anymore. You can always gift it to someone you know who would love it and make a funny excuse to bond over something. You learn along the way and make wiser decisions in future. Wisdom, another luxury. This bag is good for a season, but how many seasons? This is a sports car, but does it have a cup holder? I drink a ton of coffee. I only make commitments to things I absolutely love because I know it will stay in my life no matter how trends change. The luxury evolves into taking care of something well and creating memories. I do not think less is more. I believe in having spectacular things that matter. You can't live without this, whether it's a pair of exercise shoes, a piece of education, an exquisite experience. Convenience, another luxury. Luxury is having the best of the best in all aspects. You can relax, you have all the things you need from something or a situation without stress. It looks different for everyone, so find out what your luxury is. Whether it's getting rid of things or refocusing sharply on all the priorities that matter in the long term.